What's happening? What's happening? It is Tuesday, straight from the streets day. One more time. Thank God for another day, for another way, another straight from the streets show. Can you dig it? I got the heavy hitters in the building with me tonight. Brandon Whitting, Vincent Booker. We gonna talk about living by design. Can you dig it? What's happening? What is happening, brothers?
What's going on, man? Good, bro. All good. All good, bro.
If it ain't all good, man, we're gonna act like it anyway, right? Just keep smiling, grooving, and growing and growing and going, man. You know, life is too good to be tripping, right? We good. Everything out here good, man. No matter what it look like, man. That old man, it's just a beautiful thing, man. To have that persistence and perseverance to keep on going, to keep on moving, and you see the rewards of you just not giving up. Can you dig it?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, let me tell y'all something, bro. Let me say this, man. Hey, man, tomorrow my birthday. You know I love my brother shouting me out. Yes,
shout
sir.
out. Happy birthday,
yeah,
big Brandon.
Already, man. Already, bro.
32. What you gonna be, 32?
Plus. I ain't gonna tell him. I might be trying to. Let me be quiet.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna see it. But yeah, we gonna go with what you say for the plus on it.
Already. That's it, man. Well, happy birthday to you, my brother, man. I wish you many,
bro.
many more, man.
Bro.
Tomorrow. And our holy month of Ramadan starts tomorrow or Thursday. So that's even a blessing. Y'all pray for me. Put me in what we say dual. Because I'm out there working in that heat, man. I'm trying to, maintain my fat as much as I can. But if I have to break it, I have to make it up days later. So it's challenging. It's something that never happened. All my years of fasting, but hey, God is merciful. You know what I mean?
Indeed, my brothers. Indeed. Man, gentlemen, I hope life is treating you guys well, man. I hope you had a great Mother's Day with your family and everything, and everybody was pleased and satisfied, if you will. But, we always say, like on Straight from the Street, show them that we love them all the time. We can pick that day because they got it set aside. But at the same time, you ain't got to wait, till they tell you to show them some love, So that's 365. That's just a public service announcement. Can you dig it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. Sir. Hey, yes, bro, I'm glad you said that. It's time, Mom. She's so funny, bro. Her personality. And, I'm glad I was able to spend that time with her because I went down downstairs and then spent the time with my aunt Gwen, and get to see my aunt Flora. So they're my queens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My grandma, rest in peace, she gone. She was the top queen.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? I was able, and like you say, it's a beautiful thing, bro, that they're able to set a time. Every day it should be a Mother's Day, but it's still special, bro.
Yeah.
It's still special. So, man, I really enjoyed it, man. I was able to spend a couple hours with my mama. So, it was a beautiful thing. You know what I mean?
That's solid, man.
And my aunt ate good, too.
Well, definitely, bro.
That's good.
Sir.
That's what I'm talking about, man.
Shout
Life
out
is
to all
good,
the
though,
moms.
those moments. Shout out. All the moms, man.
Yeah. Shout out to all the moms. Every woman is a mother, whether she have children or not.
Right. I want to say this, too, man.
Yes,
before I slip my mind, bro, because I know a lot of y'all from the brothers probably didn't even know, man. Man, my mother's 85 years old.
85.
She's 85. And I have a sister, man, that has a daughter. My niece is older than me, right? So I got my mother, I got my sister, I got a niece that's older than me. She have a daughter, and she also have a daughter. So, bro, that's like 5 generations, bro. 5 generations, bro. And I'm 46 years old, and I consider myself young, right, or mid-age. But I witnessed it, and with a lot of families, not a lot of families, grandparents have lived to witness that, to actually have a daughter, and see that daughter have a daughter, to see that daughter have a daughter, and that daughter have another daughter. And, it was a good Mother's Day. And that's been like that for the last 4 years. And, we talked about it a little bit, and then it took a lot of pictures. But it's something to think about. It's something to think about. And like y'all said again, man. Shout out all women and mothers. You know what I mean? Please or not. You know, so yes, sir, most definitely, man. I just wanted to say that, man, because you know it's something to think. Most definitely.
It's all good, man. I mean, you guys, that's an important time. Like I said, they got it set aside and everything. But we always, like I said, remind them just continue to show love on a regular basis. And it's that, I mean, that day is special, but it, you know, it is what it is, though. Let's just show love on a regular basis because that's what we need, man. You know, any guys, man, y'all guys want to shout out your business, man? What you guys are promoting? Anything anybody can do to support what you guys got going on right now? You know, before we get into this Living by Design segment.
I still got the movie. You know, thing going, bees moving. I got some guys, you know, it's part of the team who really helped me still do the side moves. So we still got that going. Even though, you know, I'm not able to do it hands on, but you know, I got some guys, I got a good team that's representing me. We still need some moves.
Hello?
Yeah,
you broke up a little bit. What'd you say? Repeat that one part right there, man. You broke up a little bit.
I said I'm Vincent and Shelton's friend on Facebook. So just contact me. You know what I mean? If you need something moved, nothing too big or small, you know, you can email me at Brandon Whitting, number 20 at gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Facebook, you know, in my inbox. So, Brandon Whitting, I'm Shelton's friend. Like I said, Vincent's friend. Again, you know, besides that, we still got the music coming. Like I say, the issue is time with me because, you know, I work a lot now. You know what I mean? So, but it's going to happen. The music coming, don't come. So, we'll get it in. So, that's pretty much what I got going at the moment.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Vincent Booker, let the people know what you got going on, my man, how they can support what you got going, and then we can get on into this thing, my man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm Vincent Booker. I'm a friend of Brandon Whiting on Facebook. I'm a friend of Shelton on Facebook. And I'm off motivation speaking, man, and I'm trying to stay as positive as I can be, man. And right now, man, my primary focus right now, man, is Ramadan. You know what I mean? And to get this done, and like Brandon said, man, we still got music in the making. You know what I mean? The brother still got his book coming out. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of stuff around. I got a solo project that I've been working on. Try to release that in June on the 15th. You know what I mean? But right now, man, my focus is get through this Ramadan, another successful Ramadan, and try to tighten up on some of my weaknesses. That's my primary focus right now. And you know, just y'all continue to do what y'all do. Y'all support us. You know what I mean? And we're going to keep trying to do what we do. And it's like, I want to say this too, man. This is what kind of happened, because I feel like we all out of sync a little bit, because we ain't did this in probably like a month all together, man. But it's a good feeling, man. And I'm glad to be back on the show, bro. You know, support you.
Out of sync, man. Nah, man. Hey, ain't nobody out of no sync. On the sync we in has got some dishes in it. Can you dig it?
Really,
yeah, man. It's all good, but man, it is all good. But we talking about, man, living by design, though, man. Living life deliberately. I mean, making deliberate choices. I mean, choices that matter of fact. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going, and I know why I'm doing these things, right? Living by design, man. I mean, understanding where you're going in this thing. I think when we start tapping into that and start walking into that area, man, you'll live life on a whole different level, because you're getting what you're thinking, you manifesting what you're praying and you're hoping for, and then you're out there putting in the work and executing also, right? So you making the choices. You know, they say, you would say you're gonna choose life, or it's gonna choose you. Right? Think for yourself, or somebody else going to make sure they think for you. So we're going to, man, put that on the round table tonight, man, living by design. And then, of course, man, we're going to get into the Streets of Talking segment. And then, well, like I said, we're going to let you guys enjoy yourself, man, and get through the rest of the evening. Because I know, as you say, Brandon, earlier, you work a whole lot. You're moving and grooving. Mr. Vincent Booker, you got a lot of things going on. So definitely we're always going to be respectful of time. But we always going to give it straight from the streets. Heave-ho. You dig what I'm saying? You know, it's all good, my brothers. So, living by design, man. I mean, Mr. Booker, man, since he said we was out of sync, Brandon, you know, we're going to let him see what this sync B look like. You know, what does that look like to you, my brother? You know, living by design, man.
When I think, when we say living by design, the first thing pop in my head is, who are the draftsmen? You know, who are the architects? Who created the design that each and every individual lives by. You know what I mean? Now, we have laws of the land that we supposed to follow and obey, right? But we also we have to, speaking for the black community, right? Mm-hmm. Because suffer a lot living by this design, right? Because this is, we talk about it all the time, right? Because the way it's designed, it's not for everybody to benefit. So this is when we have to think outside that box. We got to think about it. We got to think outside the box. Who are the draftsmen? Who are the architects? Because a lot of us follow in the shadows and the footsteps of white supremacy and don't even know it. They don't even realize it because they don't understand the draftsmen or the architects. And I would like to start it by saying that, if you didn't create your design, who did? And if you're not progressing from that design, you need to check it. So I would like to open up that, man.
Great way to open up, Mr. Booker. Can you dig it? Mr. Whiting.
Yes, sir. That's what I always come out the gate, don't it?
Yeah, man. Yeah, he just kick you in the door. Boom.
And, but I want to go, since we were talking about where the fast and things of that nature, but I want to talk about, even before what Vincent was saying, who gets there first, which is God. God created us on the design, and what we call our nature. It's a pattern, you know what I mean? So, and our pattern is to constantly always keep growing, you know what I mean, from all aspects. So it's just tapping into that potential, inside of it, you know what I mean? And the human being always supposed to be growing. Always, your dreams, your ambitions. You're never supposed to let that die. Somewhere along the lines, we let it die because, man, this can tie into what Vincent was saying with other people who create these designs for you. That's why you got to know that king is in you, that queen is in you. You know what I mean? You got to know. And I go back to the Wizard of Oz. That's what that whole concept and ideology was about. You go up there to see the Oz, thinking that the Oz is going to give them everything that they need, the cowardly mind and neither the heart, but everything is already in them.
Right.
You just had to type it to them, and the Oz is just some machine. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so it wasn't real. The realness is in you, so you don't have to wait for nobody to save you, wait for nobody to motivate you. I mean, we all, vibe off each other, but we don't have to hear these things in order to make us go get it if we just tap into ourselves. But we just don't know. You know what I mean? But once you do, once they awaken it, then you will know. And God's word is supreme, and that's what I mean. No matter what religion you're part of, I think God's word is more. It's going to motivate you more than any man's word can. Because man's word can only go so far. I can just speak for myself. You know what I mean? When I got in contact with Scripture, because it never changes. So that's where I began on my journey to, tap into who I was. Who is better than God who created me to tell me, you know what I'm saying, about myself. He created me. So he knows me better than a human being. I was trying to find out who we are. So that's what I believe that God's word, once you tap into that, that's the design. And you're going to keep growing, bro.
Imagine all the things that God has made, right? You go around, you see pictures of around the world, man, all these beautiful places, man, all these just vast areas, right? Just like, oh my gosh, man, look at creation, right? Excuse me. And you see that God did all those things, right? Made all that stuff. And at the same time, man, he still gave us a choice. He gave man a choice, man. From the very beginning, what did he say? You can either this tree or you can either this one. Right?
Right.
And he gave him that from all that, man. So all the dominion that you had, you still had a choice. So when we come down, you say we talk about living by design, or the other thing is say, because I always hear people saying in motivation speaking and stuff, are we living by default or are we living by design? Right? We living by default because of the choice, right? excuse me, the choice we choose to make. So when we make those particular choices,